Smash Up, Oops You Did It Again, adds 4 new factions to Smash Up. It works as a standalone box as well as an expansion. AEG provided this in exchange for an honest review. I reviewed the base set in 2019 and I've added a link to that video at the end of this one. Because of that, I'll just focus on the new content. Ancient Egyptians can boost your minions and weaken or destroy opposing ones. Their main mechanism is burying cards. To do this, a card goes face down near the base. At the start of your turn, or if a card instructs you, you may uncover a buried card for its effects or power depending on the card. Buried cards that aren't uncovered don't trigger. On your turn, you may bury a card at the pyramids. After you bury a card at or play an action on Star Portal, draw a card. Cowboys are pretty much all about duels. To duel, pick an opposing minion at the same base, then put a card face down in front of you. If it's a minion, it's a bluff. Return it to your hand. If it's an action, resolve it. Finally, resolve the effects of the card that triggered the duel. After a minion is destroyed at the saloon, opponents with minions there may draw a card. You may immediately duel an opposing minion when you play a minion at the So-So Corral. The loser is destroyed. Samurai can power up, duel, and give benefits when discarded. The first time per turn that your Sakura Guardian minion goes to the discard pile, draw a card. You may immediately duel an opposing minion when you play a minion at the Shogun's castle. The winner draws 2 cards. Vikings capture weaker opposing minions, living or dead, and love looking at or returning cards to the tops of decks for bonuses. The first time per turn that you play a minion on Drakkar, you may reveal the top card of an opponent's deck. Actions or minions 3 power or less to go in your hand. You may place a card from your hand on top of your deck to boost a minion on Longhouse by 2 power until the end of your turn. 4 new factions, either to add to your Smash Up game or as your introduction to it. That's Smash Up, Oops You Did It Again. Smash Up, Oops You Did It Again, including setup and takedown, usually takes around an hour. 2 and 3 player games might work on an average coffee table, save 4 player games for the dining table. There is a lot of rating on the cards and you'll need to calculate the points on a base every time a card is played there. Honestly though, it's a fun way to practice math. Kids 8 and up might benefit from playing this, but might need help tracking everything. Maybe use poker chips or dry erase boards to keep the totals visible. Duels add some strategy to the game. Are you confident in your hand? Then go for it. But is it worth using a good action now? You need to be on your toes when an opponent has a dueling faction. It's neat and thematic, but the game slows down a bit because of them. Burying adds even more strategy, allows for clever manipulation, and lets you mess with opponents. Win-win. For example, everyone thought you'd buried a minion, but you'd actually buried Tomb Trap. Reveal it to destroy a minion, then place a more powerful one to trigger scoring. Thanks to the new burying mechanism, the Ancient Egyptians are one of Smash Up's most unique factions. That makes them sneaky, but powerful. Uncovering a card at a base can put you in a good position for later, allowing you to focus elsewhere. I love this faction. Imagine pairing them with the Ghost to bury cards, allowing for future bonuses, and then taking advantage of the small hand size. The Samurai can duel, adding a take that element, but losing them isn't the end of the world. Pair them with the Kitty Cats. They'll fight with others and themselves, and even if you lose cards, you'll draw more, gain DPR power, and other bonuses. I love that the Cowboys duel. Like the Samurai, it makes thematic sense. Duels can slow the game, so if both of these factions are in play, it can drag a little. Also, most of their bonuses reward the duel winner, so if you lose, too bad for you. If you have a faction that could boost power or bring cards back like zombies or time travelers, you'll protect yourself. The Vikings are a powerhouse that also make thematic sense, but they go through their deck too slowly for my liking. Pair them with a faction like the Grannies, and all of a sudden, new layers of strategy open up. This is the last of my Smash Up reviews. If we pick up the newest World Tour set and or the Marvel one, I'll be sure to review those for you as well.